Mr. Speaker, one of the major problems, as we've seen in the last 24 hours, is widespread confusion about the local restrictions. And I don't just mean the Prime Minister not knowing his own rules. Having sat opposite the Prime Minister at PMQs every week, that didn't come as a surprise to me. But let me quote to him the Conservative council leader in Bolton, the Conservative leader. He said this about the government's handling of restrictions: "It's breeding resentment. It's become too complex, too complicated. People feel very let down and very frustrated and very forgotten." Mr. Speaker, if the Prime Minister doesn't understand the rules and his own council leaders are complaining about mixed messages, how does the Prime Minister expect the rest of the country to understand and follow the rules?
Mr. Speaker, actually, I think that the people in this country do understand and overwhelmingly do follow the rules, and that, I may say, is in spite of the efforts of the Leader of the Opposition continually to try to snipe from the sidelines, to undermine what we are trying to do. And he mentions the restrictions in the northeast, and I cleared that matter up as fast as I could. It's very clear that you shouldn't mix indoors, either at home or in a hospitality setting, and you should avoid socialising outdoors. We need to apply that in the northeast because that is where it is spiking. I think people do understand why we're doing that. I think people too do get it. I think people want us to defeat this virus, and they want to see us doing it together, Mr. Speaker. And so can I invite him, sometimes he backs the government, sometimes he snipes from the sidelines. Can I ask him to be a little bit consistent, show some support? Let's hear him try and instil some confidence in the British people in the measures that he supports, Mr. Speaker.
Keir Starmer.
Mr. Speaker, the idea that anybody who asks the Prime Minister a question at Prime Minister's questions is undermining the government effort is wearing a bit thin. We have openly supported the restrictions, but it's perfectly reasonable to ask why they're not working.